talk about this the second part of the series, where last time when we were talking about um, anxiety and fear in our children due to COVID, and
Just a second, Aditi.
continuing the same. Um, I'm just waiting for Vishruti to join, and yeah, she's there. Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, I can see.
I can see.
Just a second, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just waiting for Vishruti to settle down, and then we'll. Can you
Just
hear
a
me?
second. Yeah, I'm rejoining you, Aditi. Just a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so some of you who are live with me, and we are waiting for Vishruti to join. Today we are going to talk about in the same series on communication with our children, on anxiety and fear due to COVID. And let's see, what do we talk this week? Last week we were talking quite a lot about genuineness of our own feelings.
Feelings.
Hi Vishruti.
Hi.
Yep.
Today it's a little different setup I have. Just a
Okay.
second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you. I can see
I can
you.
see you.
All set.
Also.
There should be an echo. Just manage this.
Oh, is there an echo? Okay.
Now this all
Okay.
looks fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So before you join, I was just sharing some of us who are people who are live, that
Yeah.
it's continuation of the series, what we were talking last time, and we called it part two. Let's see how. Okay, somebody's asking bilingual. Okay, so which other language would you like us to talk? Let's see whether we can talk. Yeah, I can talk in Hindi and English both.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I also. Yeah, I think I am okay with Hindi and English both. So
if that's the
yes,
bilingual, someone I think
was
I'm just
mentioning.
thinking someone was asking.
It's MacDonald. The name is, yeah, Mac. If you can just share with us if Hindi and English, अगर आप उसकी बात कर रहे हो, तो I think we both are comfortable with that. And yeah, I think there is a delay from my preferably Hindi and English. Okay, I think we'll try and bring that flavor
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
And if you forget in between, ask her to speak again in Hindi.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
sorry for the delay. There was a little delay, technical delay from my side today, and we just got little delayed. But I'm happy that I'm back. Just to begin the conversation and even to share, I was since morning. I have been very anxious today. My uh, day hasn't been so great. Spoke to one of my very distant friend. I mean, distant in the sense that we haven't spoken for a very long time. And today only got to know that her son is not well, and similar these situations. And again, I was caught up with uh, all the anxiety and a lot of fears also in the similar manner, because her
Yeah.
son is almost the similar age of my son. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I was just and how we discussed in the last we talked that can we just be very very genuine with our own feelings, what we are feeling. And at the same time, I think we also discussed in the last first part that uh, we have a choice whether we really want to share that this is what is happening within us, or something like this is we are feeling. And we may choose not to share also, which was my choice today. But I was kind of trying to understand since morning what is creating this discomfort in me.
Yeah.
So that and on top of that, when the technical thing went little long, I was like, why everything has to happen today?
Yeah. So let's take from there only what Shruti you were talking about is that what we were talking in the session one or last week about the genuineness and this whole connection with myself that yes, I'm feeling anxious right now, or I'm feeling fearful right now, or I'm even feeling little overwhelmed with
Yeah,
what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing. Mm, um, so so yeah, I think that we were talking last time, and the one of the reason I think we were talking about the genuineness is that if I'm worried, if I'm anxious, you know, I'm actually internally busy solving my own problem of
yeah,
my own anxiety and my own fear.
yeah,
And in that situation, if I put a mask that I'm not worried, or I'm not
yeah,
fearful, or everything is fine, uh, then I'm dealing with two problems. One is my own whatever I'm going through, that one,
yeah,
and the second one, what I have to pretend it inside and outside both. So I'm dealing with the two issues. Yeah.
yeah,
So the choice is that if I can pause and say, okay, I don't need to pretend outside,
yeah,
not necessarily verbal that I need to tell the whole world that I'm worried, but at least I don't need to pretend that I'm not worried. If I'm worried, I'm worried. Can I just, and that's where the acceptance starts, is that and we did talk a little bit about this acceptance last time also, that we have lots of images about how one should behave, how one should feel, or
yeah,
maybe we get confused between feeling and behavior, and then we mixed up these two things,
yeah,
and then we get caught up with this is right and this is wrong, and this is the only way, this is the way one should exhibit. If my child is not showing, say for example, if my child is not expressing what my child is feeling, and if I feel and if I think that only way to come out of this emotional issue is to talk, okay, then I'm not accepting my child. I'm not accepting myself also, that my need is to talk, but maybe my child's need is not to talk. Maybe my child is uh, have feeling anxious, but then his way of dealing is differently. As you were saying in the beginning also, that I chose not to talk. I chose not to tell people about it. Yeah. Similarly, can we give that choice to our children also? That yeah, uh, when when I'm anxious, for example, as a parent, when I'm anxious, I want somebody to talk to me. But when my child is anxious, maybe my child just want to be quiet. Maybe my child just want to talk to somebody else, not with me. Yeah. Can I can I now accept this, that my child has the right to feel whichever way my child is feeling right now? My child has the right to. So two things. So my child has the right to feel that I'm fearful. My child has the right to feel that my child is anxious, and then my child has the choices to express the way my child would like to express, as much as I have that freedom.
yeah, 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 yeah. I think I think one of the very important thing was also, which I have been dealing and thinking since morning, is uh, somewhere I didn't feel the need to fix my anxiety and fix my fear also.
Mm,
Somewhere
mm,
I felt that it's okay. I mean, somewhere I act, it is just a feeling still. I can't put it logically anywhere, but I felt that maybe I want to give some time to this. I also tried and decided to do a particular task, so that my focus is shifted. particularly, so tried and distracted myself also. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I could, even in that process, I could very clearly feel something inside me, like a little, I don't know whether agitation or something is the right word. But
Yeah, yeah,
all it was I felt it's continuously there with me, but then I didn't feel the need that I really want to fix this. I want to talk to somebody, I want to think positive. I
yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
somehow
yeah.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that's not something which came to me today. And I just my constant efforts were, any time that I was physically also feeling little, something,
Yeah,
something different within me kinds. I just tried and stay absolutely genuine. I mean, I just tried to at least stay with my feelings, and because I was so much connecting my today's day with our first we talk, that it is. I think it's very slippery a lot of time, because I also feel that let me just talk to somebody and ask, what can I do about this. But a lot of times, maybe, that's not what I really want to do. Because maybe
yeah.
I today I felt that maybe I was conditioned, or I always thought that wherever there is a problem, I always have to fix it or find a solution to it. But today, I felt that I just wanted to listen to my own self. That's all. I wanted
Yeah,
to stay
yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
And
so yeah, so what you're talking about is you're asking that I have the right to be with myself. I have the
yeah,
right
yeah,
to
yeah,
uh, to deal with my anxiety whichever way I want to, or I mean, today you felt like not talking to anybody else. Maybe
yeah,
tomorrow you will feel, or maybe as you're saying earlier, I would like, I needed to talk to someone, or maybe I was conditioned, so I wanted to talk to someone.
yeah, maybe, yeah, yeah,
Whichever
yeah.
way you have the choices. So sometime when we say okay, so okay, fine, if the child has the choices, then what's my role, kind of a thing, am I just there, kind of a thing. Yeah, so one
Yeah,
of the things which I can do as a parent in child's life is that I can use the tool of acknowledgement, because I also have certain needs. Yeah.
yeah,
Imagine you were with somebody, and that person also has a need something. So maybe need to connect with you, need to be with you, or need to just tell you that okay, I'm there with you. Finally, it's your choice to not to talk or deal with whichever way you would like to, or maybe my presence is enough for you. Yeah.
yeah,
So for children, one of the things which we can use is the tool of acknowledgement. I can just acknowledge that you're feeling worried, or maybe this telephone or whatever, this talk which you had with your friend has left you anxious, or you're not feeling good about it. You want to be with yourself, and
yeah,
and you,
yeah,
you you
yeah,
have, maybe I will also go ahead and tell to the child that you have the right to feel anxious, as much as you have the right to feel excited. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
All these are our choices, and yeah, it's fine the way you have the power to deal with your excitement, as well as you have the power to deal with your anxiety. And
anxiety.
there are many choices. You can talk to me, you can write, you can be with yourself, or you can talk to me later, or you can, whichever way you want to deal with it. So
Yeah.
as a parent, I think we can, many of the time, as you were using the word very very prominently, I wanted to fix it. Yeah. And similarly, when actually it happens with our children, we also want to fix it. We want to
Yeah,
fix
yeah,
that
yeah,
anxiety. If there's anxiety, we want to do a lot of things. Maybe okay, we want to watch a movie with the child, or maybe we want to cook
yeah,
a favorite food for the child. Absolutely fine. Okay, that's fine. But I think this whole conditioning of fixing,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
takes us away from the agenda which we wanted to have it. Our agenda was to be able to establish the communication with the child, and just the acknowledgement establishes the can establish a connection that yes, I'm there with you. And
Yeah.
I actually can't take your anxiety, but I can accept you with your anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, uh,
And
and
and I think, yeah, sorry, so I think, yeah, that's
go ahead.
exactly what my suggestion, or why I brought this point, was also this, that a lot of time I also felt that, I fall into that trap of fixing right away, and a lot of time I see that urge also within me as a parent, that I want to bring my child out of that anxiety. I want to bring him out of that whatever fearful zone or whatever zone. But as you very beautifully and rightly say, that can I just tell the child that, I am with you, and you have the power to, deal with your anxiety, and, you'll figure out kinds, So I think somewhere, every time whenever I thought that, similarly, every time whenever I'm sharing with somebody, I'm also thinking that, I am unable to do this. So, and it's absolutely fine to feel that ways, that I'm not able to fix that. Supports are there, and I think we all are there for each other, for that only, I guess. But still, I think this whole point, I felt, really is very important, that is child really looking for that support, or he's looking for a different support. He is looking for that support where he really wants us to fix this, or he really wants us to help with his anxiety, or he's looking for a support where he's just saying that, you know I'm happy that you are there with me, and that
Yeah,
this is what I'm dealing with me right within me right now. And I think this, identifying this itself, uh, I felt was very empowering, at least for me, and I'm sure it's the similar experience for anybody. So
yeah,
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 sorry, you're
yeah.
saying I didn't interrupt you.
No, no, no. I was just listening to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What you say makes a lot of sense. That this whole um, again conditioning of fixing,
Yeah.
that one should be happy all the time. One should be somehow. Um, it's not possible, but we still try to protect our children. I mean, our parents could not protect us. Nor I think we can protect our children, nor our children can protect their own children, kind of a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mirage. We're trying to chase that. Okay, I'm feeling anxious, but my child should not feel that anxiety. But but if you see in reality, again, feeling anxiety or feeling excitement, I'm using both together consciously, is is my choice finally. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I cannot protect my child, or I cannot pull my child out of that choices. It's
Yeah.
available. It's
Yeah.
available for my child, and if my child is choosing to be anxious, or if I'm choosing to be anxious, yeah, it's okay. Is it okay, is it not okay? I really don't know, but I can at least accept it. I can acknowledge, I mean, accept it by acknowledging that you're feeling anxious right now, you're feeling fearful right now, you're feeling um, last week we were talking about indifferent. Yeah, somebody is
Yeah.
very sick in the family, and this current situation, and if child makes a comment which is like, which may sound very insensitive. Yeah. So can I just acknowledge, like me and Ratnesh were discussing, that what if a child says that he's so sick he's going to die, for
Yeah.
someone. Yeah, if a child
Yeah.
says, uh, it can be very distressing for me as a parent to hear that my child is being so insensitive. But I can actually acknowledge by, it's not that the child is wanting someone to die, but it maybe
Yeah.
the child wants someone to be alive. Maybe the child doesn't want the person to go away, and the child need right now is to feel secure. Maybe the child feel need is right now to feel little, little space to be given, or maybe things to be changed and anything. So instead of stopping that, don't talk all this, don't be insensitive. When we bring these don'ts, there's no way out.
Yeah.
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 But can I, if I can connect with the child, and then I can say you're feeling anxious, or maybe your need is to be with that person, or your need is that this person should be, all right, in the sense recover,
Yeah.
and come back to life, and um, you can only make guesses. Yeah, what the child is needed, but then when you have established that connection, the child might say, no, I'm not feeling that, he should be recovered, or oh, but yeah, I think I'm missing the comfort in the home, which was
Yeah.
there, say, few days back. Comfort of, say, settlement, or settling feeling, and all that. So the idea is to establish that connection. Idea is to establish that communication with the child, that the child is now being accepted for whatever the child is feeling right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then child is able to communicate to you again, maybe verbally, maybe non-verbally,
Through
maybe just
behaviors.
by,
Yeah.
maybe in a different forms. But then you have given open up all those canals for the water to flow, and not be there. And many of the time we actually confuse this acceptance with accepting behavior.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm anxious, I'm angry, uh, with what's happening in my life right now, or what I'm hearing, or what's happening with my friend's family, or what's happening in my neighborhood, or why this lockdown is there, or why do I have to wear the mask? It's very suffocating, kind of thing. Why do I have to wash my hands every 3 hours, or every 2 hours, whatever is each house is following, whatever safety norms which you're following? Why can't I hug when uncle comes, or why can't I go and play with people? So there's so many things which can bring anger, which can bring anxiety, and in that feeling I may behave in different ways. I may behave maybe by screaming, by crying, maybe throwing things out, maybe throwing tantrum, whatever the tantrums are called, or maybe being rude, which typically teenagers are supposed to be poor teenagers. I say poor teenagers are being labeled as that, rude teenagers, or whatever kind of thing. So when we're talking about acceptance, we are actually not talking about accepting the behavior.
Hmm.
We're talking about accepting the feeling that you're feeling
Yeah.
angry right now. Yeah. You're feeling overwhelmed with this mask business, that you have to wear it,
Every.
even in home. Now they are recommending that if you have, put double mask inside the house, kind of a thing, or whatever different families are following,
Practicing.
whichever whatever norms, practices different families are following. It can be, I mean, child may not be in agreement with those. Child may feel that you are overreacting, or you are underreacting, kind of a thing. It can be any which way. So, but all this behavior is coming out of some feeling,
Yeah.
and in this
Yeah.
case we are saying maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's a fear, maybe it's anger, which is leading to this behavior. So we are not talking about actually the behavior, because it's not acceptable. I can't, I can't accept you if I were there, Vishruti, in your house, and then if you're throwing tantrums, and if you're throwing mobile up and down, I don't think I can. Oh, no problem, Vishruti, I accept you whichever way
Yeah.
you are behaving. But
Yeah.
I can accept your
Definitely.
feeling that you are anxious right now, and when I'm in that state of acceptance, now have I can communicate with you about the different choices,
Yeah. Yeah. I think the different possibilities of behaviors that the
possibilities.
child can choose. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So we are going out, and you don't want to wear mask. Maybe you're feeling suffocated. You are feeling very, agitated with this whole business of wearing mask. So we have the business of ordering things from outside. We have option of you not going, me going out and bringing it inside, or we have option of cooking at home, whatever you want to go out and buy it, or whatever choices. So
Yeah.
so there are certain things like for example, maybe in this current situation, wearing mask is non-negotiable when you're going out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
non-negotiable. So you can't say no, no, no. I'm going to accept it whichever way you want to. Let's understand the difference between accepting behavior and accepting feelings.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's fundamental, I guess. And I think the first we talk when we focus so much on just being true to our own feelings. Similarly, also identifying and understanding, what the child is feeling. I think this leads to this only, that if we can just reach to the child's feeling and shift our focus from their behaviors to the feeling. I think Ratnesh, in the behavior we talk mentioned, I think best learning of my life, that behavior is the only window to understand anything about anybody kinds. And what happens is that what gets conveyed, I think we focus a lot on how the person conveyed rather than what the person is trying
What?
to convey. And I think
Yeah.
this how has always been something where we have millions of choices, and every child also has. It's just that the child requires that exposure to understand the difference between how and what, and then to explore
True.
more hows maybe. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for bringing this acceptance. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. So you were
So
saying that, yeah, we can just identify or connect with the feelings, and may not approve the behavior, which is true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm fine that you say that I don't want to talk to anybody right now, which is not going to affect me, not going to affect you. You're not harming anybody. But if you say that when I'm feeling anxious, I'm going to scream or beat up my younger sibling,
Yeah.
or throw the plate out. I think I now then I will talk about choices. Then
Yeah.
you have these choices, but I'm fine you feeling angry. I'm fine you being as you were talking about last time, that when Asavri said I'm feeling anxious, I said absolutely fine to feel anxious. In fact, I said sometimes it's also nice to tell people that I'm feeling anxious, so people are little away from you. उससे जरा दूर रहो, kind of a thing. I mean, give us space.
लॉट
Uh,
ऑफ टाइम ये ऐसा भी हो जाता है कि आई पर्सनली फील दैट आई अवॉइड सेइंग दिस, बहुत सारा ज्ञान आने लगता है
और
कि
sympathies आने लगती
या
हैं कि
कि
अरे
अरे इट्स
बाबा.
ओके, सब ठीक हो जाएगा, एंड आई थिंक दिस इज द एग्जैक्ट टाइम व्हेन आई डोंट वांट टू हियर दिस दैट ठीक हो
because
जाएगा,
I
मुझे
because
पता
I'm
नहीं
not
हो जाएगा.
feeling. Yeah, because I'm not feeling कि सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. वो जो ठीक
हाँ.
नहीं है उसी की तो एंजाइटी है. So
या.
thing which is not all right, which is making me
या.
fearful or to anxious, and then you're saying कि ठीक हो जाएगा. You're actually talking, you know, so to say lie. And
या. या.
now I'm getting angry with your lies that you're just telling सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. An hour before you were crying, or an hour before you were browsing कि ना मेरी family को कैसे protect करूँ, and now you're saying कि सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. People are saying people are saying 3 साल तक ठीक नहीं होगा ये, और you're saying कि अभी ठीक हो जाएगा.
ठीक हो
How
जाएगा.
how
हाँ.
how do I. नहीं होगा, मतलब होगा अपनी स्पीड से होगा, आपके
हाँ.
in its
हाँ.
own
हाँ.
way होगा. This is what I also understand, but still at this moment it's making me feel anxious. It's making
Yeah.
me feel. I mean, and I can't bear it now anymore to stay inside the house for so long. And that's another thing which I was talking to one of the teenager who was talking to me, and she was saying that in a way that the pandemic hasn't affected me at all, kind of a thing. I'm fine. I'm able to do whatever I wanted to do, and but she said, you sometimes I just feel very anxious. I will get up at 5 in the morning and start studying or practicing. Something different in me. I said, yeah, imagine we are not imagine we are social being, right? Yeah. and and small little connections with people, going out, buying a piece of chocolate, or going down to play, or maybe just visiting our friend's place, or maybe somebody visiting my house, or uh, going for shopping, or talking to my neighbor who is just outside. All these social connections are now almost cut off for last 1 year for
Yeah.
many of us. And even if it is there, it's not so freely as it was, that we have been
Yeah.
used to. Yeah. so
Yeah.
so some of these things are actually working on us. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So since the situation is different, my feelings also may be different. Maybe I've never felt so anxious, I've never felt so angry, I've never felt so depressed, but now I'm feeling. So can I also try to understand, as a parent, can I also try to acknowledge or accept it, that yeah, lack of social connection, no matter how many Zoom calls the child is busy with, or maybe playing games with friends on phone, or browsing things, people may be missing that
Yeah.
social connection. Although
Yeah.
we might say that, I'm not a socialized kind of a person, I don't meet a lot of people. But if you see, in reality, we have been touching upon people. People are around us, and now suddenly there's an absence of it.
Yeah.
It's only you, me, and the two siblings at home, and we are the only one who are analyzing each other throughout the day. It has been almost 1 year we have been living this, and it can bring different sets of
Emotions.
emotions. Same, it can come out through frustration, it can hatred. I don't like you, I don't want to see you, a kind of a thing for some time. Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I can't change that feeling at that moment. And why would I like to change that feeling? But I can accept you that you're feeling hatred right now. Yeah. Or maybe hatred not for me, but maybe some behavior which I exhibited. So what? I'm mother. So what? I'm a father. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? So what? I'm a child. You can hate me. I can hate you. Can I have that choices?
Yeah. 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 I
these
think.
these yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Continue.
these feelings may not be so strong when we have a lot of other relieving places. चले गए फ्रेंड्स के साथ खेल लिया, किसी से बात कर ली, बालकनी से किसी से बात कर ली, स्विमिंग कर ली किसी के साथ, म्यूजिक क्लास अटेंड कर ली, स्कूल में लंच में साथ में प्ले कर लिया, काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. So things get relieved, like the sweat comes
Yeah.
out, and it takes a
Yeah.
lot of toxin away.
Yeah.
so these so these small little things. So can we identify that lack of social connection with our children,
Connection.
and acknowledge that yeah, you're feeling different.
Yeah.
Maybe you were not like this a year back. Maybe it's nothing to do with you being a teenager, or you being a boy, or you being a girl, or you being adamant, or you being whatever. It's nothing to do with this. Yeah. It's just that in this space, in this time, like you spoke to your friend today and you felt anxious. You may
Yeah.
not be feeling anxious in in some other situation, but today you're feeling anxious, and you have absolute right to feel.
Feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't need to fix it. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
saying something.
No, I was just saying that whatever you are saying is simply just telling me that we all have a right to feel certain emotions in a certain way, uh, and I think the children also have the similar right to feel certain things in a certain way. But what it leads right now, this entire conversation, I think it's emphasizing more on how we can just accept it. So first being very very genuine to our emotions. Similarly, maybe children also can be very genuine to their emotions, and then what the genuineness can give us or lead us to maybe is the simple acceptance that And I think acceptance itself does lot of healing. बहुत सारी बार मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ज्यादा कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ इतना मान ले कि हाँ ठीक है, हो सकता है. बहुत सारी बार, एज यू इन द बिगिनिंग वेरी ब्यूटिफुली सेड, एंड दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच हैज कम इन माय एक्सपीरियंस सो मेनी टाइम्स, दैट बहुत सारी बार if I tell my son that you know why are you getting so angry, I think that just goes another level. But the moment I just say, I mean, because this why are getting so angry? Again, I'm measuring the anger, and then later I only think, how come this question can ever be addressed, Vishnu? So angry. I mean, how do you measure that he should be this angry, that angry? First, and second, why? I mean, can I really ask somebody that why? Why are
Can
you?
I not even, yeah, in this world, can I not even get angry? I mean,
So I think and then I've seen the shift, when I just tell him that, oh, I can see, and that you are feeling extremely angry. Now both these statements have done tremendous difference in his dealing in the next moment with the same emotion.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying that I'm doing this with the purpose that he should fix this or he should correct his whatever. But then, of course, we do talk about the behavior part. But then my whole idea to share this is that, yeah, I mean, it's not just that we identify the emotion. It is also that after identifying and understanding the emotion, we reach to a level where we understand it is okay. Because I think a lot of time the major anxiety is, like you said, it's a two battle, then one that I am already
Exactly.
feeling anxious, and now other I should not be feeling anxious, so
Yeah.
now there are double the battle.
Yeah.
And that just increases the whole I think I don't know, whatever the
Yeah,
emotion
yeah. It's
initial.
like swimming against the current. एक तो मुझे
Yeah.
I have to go uphill, and that to the current is in the different direction. So one, I'm feeling anxious, but मुझे नहीं होना चाहिए anxious. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And also I think it does something to me as a parent. Yeah, if I say uh, right now to you, Vishruti, as a parent, that you are looking anxious. So this acceptance does something to me. I'm now not in a space to fix you.
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah.
a space to listen to you more. Or maybe you might say, no, I'm not feeling anxious. I'm feeling agitated. Oh wow.
I know. अलादीन का चिराग और कुछ
Oh,
मिल गया,
acha,
वाह.
I was playing low, but then you are agitated. Okay, now let's talk about agitation. Yeah,
Yeah.
not fixing the agitation. If you again start fixing, I think I will move away from you. That because you want something out of me. When you
Yeah,
want to fix me,
yeah,
you want something out of me. Then you're not accepting me. But if you say, Aditi, you're feeling agitated, it's okay to feel agitated, and then can have conversation, so let me know what can I do, let me know what would you like to do, or maybe nothing, just a conversation. Verbal conversation ends there, but we are still there connected, we are still there with each other. Maybe after some time I may come and say that I don't know why I'm feeling agitated. I don't want to feel agitated, but I'm feeling agitated. I don't want to feel anxious because I know it's not in my hand what's happening. Even if I'm feeling anxious, it can happen to me also. Then I think I can talk a lot, whatever I'm doing my internal talks, my confusion that क्या what am I going to gain by being anxious? What am I going to gain by being fearful? If I have to face something, I have to face, means it will happen to me. That I know. But now I can come and talk to you because I know that you have no problem with me being anxious.
That's so amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's really, really, really amazing. I think, yeah, that's if I think we can just from our side as a parent, if we can just offer this much, I think it's very precious. And for any child, I think it's for
Yeah.
anybody, in fact. But right now, as we are focusing more on children, I think, yeah, this is something which is extremely important. And if we can offer this, it's so precious. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
almost an hour we have been talking.
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
Uh,
I somehow I'm already feeling little better. I don't know how. I somehow had a feeling that once I'll do the V talk, I'll start feeling better. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think that's amazing. Let's begin this journey with being fully with our own emotions, and then um, if we can do that, I think if I can just share with my child also that you can absolutely feel all of this and it's absolutely fine. I think then the whole oh shit. I think you lost me on
Yes,
Instagram.
we lost you.
Yeah, I don't know, my phone got switched off. There is some problem. It's okay, I
I
think
think
we
we
are
lost you
done.
on Insta, but we
Yeah,
can
I think we
close
can
it.
close on. Yeah, yeah. You can close on Instagram, maybe. And yeah, I think I
Yeah,
was about to close the session only. I was
yeah,
about to
yeah,
close. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you
So
can close on Instagram for me. My phone is
yeah,
off. Take another
I,
five
I, I'll,
minutes.
yeah, I'll just summarize, not summarize in a sense that I think let's this week experience this whole journey of accepting.
Yeah.
First of all, accepting myself, not as a person, but my feelings that I'm feeling this way. Accepting my child's feeling, giving the comfort to the child if possible that it's okay to feel anxious, it's okay to feel fearful, it's okay to feel angry, and then open up the communication in many different forms, whichever way child is wanting to do the communication, whichever way you can do that communication, and if possible keep away this whole concept of this whole desire to fix it,
It's
uh,
yeah.
and make the child come out of that anxiety, because have the trust in the child and yourself that both of you are capable of dealing with your own anxieties and fear, which may arise out of anything which is happening around us right now or even in future. Yeah. Next week we again meet with the part 3, and then maybe talk a little more, one more step ahead. Uh,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
lovely. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Aditi. I think I won't be able to say that on Instagram, but I
Yeah.
can I can just close it on Facebook. Thanks a lot, and looking forward to the part 3, because now I think we are going one step ahead of what we do after the acceptance has come.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Bye. Yeah. I think you can end the live also on Facebook. Stream, yeah.